Adam Schiff, he's the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman Schiff, really appreciate you being here on a Friday night. Thanks for your time.
It's good to be with you, Rachel.
I'm sort of grappling with the size of this report. I feel like it's easy to see this as another incremental story in a slowly growing thing that a lot of people are concerned about at the one level. On the other hand, it feels like a very big, bad story. What's your assessment of how damaging and worrying this is?
It's enormously damaging and alarming. I think you set out the context so well, and I have to say you do a marvelous job in putting it together and letting American people just see how big this is. You know, from my perspective, the context is as simple as this. The intelligence community found that Russia interfered in our election with the purpose of helping elect Donald Trump. And having achieved that objective, you then have one of Trump campaign's foremost surrogates, General Flynn, having a private conversation with a Russian ambassador around the time that President Obama announced to punish Russia for that very interference. And Flynn reportedly says, don't worry about the sanctions on you for helping us win. Once we take office, we'll take care of it. If that's true, it's absolutely staggering. It certainly ought to result in his immediate removal from office. And if the further allegations are true that this was part of a course of conduct throughout the campaign, then you have very serious legal violations as well. And obviously that is something that we are investigating on the Intelligence Committee, and we have to get to the bottom of.
In terms of the legal issues here, some people have been talking about the fact that General Flynn, when these contacts happened during the transition, he was a private citizen, although it was pretty clear that he was about to be a public official. People were talking about whether or not that violated the Logan Act, which is a prohibition on individual private citizens undermining the U.S. government with foreign contacts. That's obviously a law that's never been prosecuted, even though we've had it on the books since the 1700s. Is that, when you say that there may be legal issues here, is that what you're talking about, or there are other potential illegalities here?
No, it wasn't what I was talking about. You know, the Logan Act is certainly implicated here, but as a former assistant U.S. attorney myself, that would be a very difficult statute to prosecute. I think there would be a very heavy burden to make that kind of case. I think what may be more significant here, in addition to the fact that the General Flynn would be working against the U.S. national security interests, is the fact that he misled the country about it afterwards. In that case, I think the cover-up may be the worst element. But the illegality I'm talking about is if the Trump campaign, during the course of the campaign, including Michael Flynn, was collaborating with Russia to interfere in our election, then all kinds of laws were violated, and that will have very serious repercussions. That is among the most serious allegations that we're investigating.
Is that espionage? Is that treason? Is that, I mean, are those the kind of categories of laws that we're talking about then?
Well, you know, it's possible that it come out to that. I think there, frankly, will be a number of statutes that would be implicated that would be far easier to prove than those exceptional ones. But if effectively the Trump campaign was colluding in the illegal hacking of information, the illegal publication of information, the theft of data, was receiving essentially in-kind support from a foreign adversarial power, there are any number of laws that were violated. So if those allegations prove to be true, stepping down from office will be the least of the worries of Trump administration officials.
Congressman Adam Schiff of California, thank you for this is very serious stuff. Thank you for being so clear and straightforward and calm in your discussion about it. I get my hair on fire a little bit about this stuff, but I feel like you're sort of a beacon here. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Rick.